Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to regain from nothing with nothing. Now you might be thinking, if you watched my previous video, that I've already kind of done this, but I had a comment left on my last video that my thumbnail said I wasn't using any weapons even though I did use a knife. So I decided I should probably make things right and regain with literally no weapons at all. So this is how I went from 0 to hero with absolutely nothing. Before we get into things though, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my videos so you don't miss out on any future releases. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's jump straight in. So there are a few ground rules I had to set going into this. First of all, I couldn't use any weapons at all, which meant no guns or melee items like knives or riot shields. Secondly, I can't use lethal grenades or any field upgrades either, like the energy mine. Additionally, I decided not to use any perks either, because whilst perks aren't technically weapons, I felt it added an element of difficulty to all this, which I thought would be quite fun. So what I'm going to do is take my John Doe operator and delete him, and then start all over again with my sleepy Captain Price Sloth. The objective is to completely regain as best as I can within the time limit of 1 zombies round, and not use any weapons at all. I can use vehicles because I do need to get around the map fast. However, I want to try and kill as few zombies as possible. The only issue I have is that sometimes zombies spawn right in front of your vehicle while you're driving, so a true no-kill round of zombies wouldn't be possible for this if I do any driving. As the round begins, I need to start off by completing contracts to build up points. I'll need around about 30k points to be able to buy a 3-plate vest, a large bag, and either a kill streak or a self-reviving gas mask. I'm also only able to complete a couple of contracts, as most require kills to complete, so that means I can't do a bounty, escort, extraction or defensive contract, as they all involve getting kills from either zombies or mercenaries to complete the objective. It just wouldn't be possible for me to complete any of those, but that does leave me with 2 contracts that I can do, which is the deliver cargo contract and the spore control contract. As the game begins, I head over to my nearest of the 2 contracts that I actually can do, which is a deliver cargo contract. Now, before I went into this game, I made sure I started with decoy grenades. These are a great non-lethal version of the Casimir grenade and the monkey bomb grenade, because they displace zombies without killing them, and you can also resupply them at the supply crates every minute, so you can stock up with lots of them as you go. As I get to the end of the contract, I use a decoy grenade to move the zombies out of the way and complete the contract. One of my rewards is a self-revive, which is perfect because now I have a second chance to get back up if I get swarmed by a horde of zombies. The next contract I did was a spore control contract, to boost my points. However, this was quite hard due to where it was located, and it was quite tight to move around as there were so many zombies. The trick here was to train the zombies far away from the spores and then throw a decoy grenade to keep them away, and then I could punch the spores. I didn't get any useful rewards from this, so I searched for the next contract. On my way, I saw a mercenary camp and decided to rush the centre to grab a 2-plate vest, which is where my self-revive came in handy. This was nearly the end of the round for me, but I managed to get away just in time. Now, I needed more points and faster as well, so I decided to head into the tier 2 zone and do a deliver cargo contract. Again, nothing useful in the reward rift, which becomes a bit of a theme here, but it means extra points, which is always a bonus. Next up, I decided to do another spore contract in the tier 1 zone, and whilst this went much smoother than the other contract, it still yielded rubbish rewards, so I moved on. One positive though is that I did find a durable gas mask in a medicine cabinet, which was an awesome find and saved me at least 4k points later on. Moving on though, I did one more deliver cargo contract, and then I realised I could try a raid weapon stash contract, which I had completely forgotten existed in zombies. It's simply a case of drilling a safe and waiting for it to finish, although due to where it was, the horde of zombies made this very difficult. It did pay off though, as I found a precision airstrike in my reward rift, which meant I didn't need to spend points on a kill streak later on. I did one more deliver cargo contract in the tier 1 zone that amounted to nothing, and then I decided to try and do the deliver cargo contract in the tier 3 zone. Surely something good would come out of that, right? Right? No it didn't, but I'm grateful for the points. Lastly, I did one more deliver cargo contract in the tier 1 zone, which again gave me a little boost to my points, before I thought I'd try one more spore contract, but then I realised the gas was going to start expanding soon, and I wouldn't have time to get into the tier 3 zone to buy all of the high level loot that I needed. So I turned around and drove straight to the buy station, which was being guarded by a mega abomination, which is just great. After avoiding near certain death and buying my 3-plate vest, a large bag and an extra self-revive for good measure, I then headed off to my nearest tier 1 exfil, which I was cutting pretty close to the gas as well, but I extracted and I completed my challenge. I went from nothing to everything and only had 52 zombie kills in the end, which I thought was quite impressive. In summary, the only thing I used were vehicles, mainly for the cargo contracts, the decoy grenades, and I also used my Ether Shroud field upgrade once, which was quite frankly pointless as it didn't work against mercenaries. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see me do next, but as always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and become a channel member if you want to support me even further and get some extra perks in return as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.